Hey, what's happening everybody? Luke here, filling in for Tim with a review on The Gifted, Episode 8, Threat of Extinction. We got a lot of revelations this episode, and a lot of resolutions to past problems, but we've also got a whole other mess of problems arising for the mutant underground and the Struckers. Without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start off with some of the bigger revelations this episode. Following up on the stinger from last episode, we're getting hints that more mutants are being enlisted against their will by Sentinel services, much like Pulse, where on a routine refugee pickup, the underground faces off against a mutant sleeper agent of sorts, a speedster with some truly terrible speed effects surrounding her, but that's neither here nor there. They are awful though. Anyway, the group manages to capture her and hold her for questioning, all the while John and Reed go to visit his father to get some answers on Trask Industries and their mutant experimentations, though we get some very different answers. Otto, Reed's father, reveals that his grandparents were mutants as well, terrorists with the same abilities as Reed's children, and that when their powers combined they would become more powerful than they could possibly imagine. Otto rejected his parents' teachings and worked with Trask Industries to try and develop countermeasures to rogue developments of the X gene, using them on Reed when he was just a child just to prevent any mutant powers from activating. Meanwhile, back with the Underground, the group tries to get some answers out of the Trask sleeper agent, but all of their efforts seem to be in vain. They come to the conclusion that she's a drug addict, victim to a powerful drug that Trask Industries and Sentinel Services has molded her with. Known as Kick, which is a nice reference for comic fans to Grant Morrison's run on the X-Men, though don't expect Sublime to be showing up anytime soon. The group manages to reach the mutant, a girl named Chloe who was arrested after trying to get treatment for her sick child through the use of a telepath that they picked up in their last refugee roundup named Esme. And though they never say her last name, I'm willing to bet that this is Esme Cuckoo, who reveals images of Trask Industries and Sentinel Services' involvement with mutant experimentation. Meanwhile, John and Reed get in some trouble as Sentinel Services arrives, with Otto Strucker using his powers one last time to protect his son, taking out fellow mutant Pulse as well, who was brought along as reassurance. Getting closure from both Reed and John over the death of lost relationships, the two head back to the Underground to prepare for the next plan of action. So, overall, this was a pretty interesting episode. A lot of things were revealed, and we got some resolutions to a lot of past strifes between characters, including Lorna and Marcos and Dreamer and Blink, though they don't factor in quite as much this episode. A lot of family secrets are unveiled, and it only looks like things are going to get worse as Sentinel Services increases their efforts to take the war to the Underground. Overall, a pretty enjoyable episode with some neat references thrown in, and next episode, which is coming in 2 weeks, it looks to be a high-stakes counterattack by the Underground, so I can't wait for that. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe for more of our videos as they come out. Like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter if you haven't already. And if you'd like to show your support, consider donating to our Patreon page, where every dollar that you guys puts in goes towards helping us create higher quality content for you, the viewer. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.